Grand Rising. I hope this video finds you well. This will be a tarot and oracle reading, so please use your discernment. If this reading is for you, say yes to allow me in your energy. Thank you. As we share divine guidance with you, please open your mind and heart to receive this with love. We ask you to stand in faith, trust, and knowingness that you are divinely guided and protected and loved, and these messages are for your highest and greatest good, and so it is. Please clear a little energy out. Thank you. Asking you to ground, calming the mind, connect to your body, focusing on mindfulness and nature at this time. Maybe doing some spirit animal work, totem animal work. Going outside. Stop comparing yourself to others or accepting others' projections, and rely on yourself and be in your own energy, as well as understanding that you are a mirror. The world is a mirror. Are you noticing the patterns that you are seeing around you? Are you noticing any blocks? If so, you're being asked to clear them. You're also asking to reclaim your space, your inner, outer, and energetic boundaries. This is you establishing your sovereign self. Okay, let me show you the cards. First one out was the Earth, grounding. See that beautiful spirit animal in the background? Next one was relating. Okay, this is not you not allowing yourself to diminish your worth by accepting projections of others or comparing yourself to other people. This is you understanding that what you are internally is reflected in your external world and is mirrored back to you. This talks about your spiritual, social, emotional boundaries, holding space for yourself, not allowing others to penetrate your boundaries, claiming your space, inner, outer, and energetic boundaries. Okay, so that's the first message, which is pretty strong here. Let's see what else we can get. Six of Wands. Congratulations are in order. This is victory and success. Congratulations, you've done a wonderful job. Time to move on to the next project. Awards, scholarships, and promotions. That's beautiful. Okay, what else do we have? This is for you to celebrate your success. You've reached a pivotal moment in your life where you've learned a lot. You've closed out chapters. You can now experience abundance, right? The Queen of Pentacles. She's somebody who's very mature, practical, generous, and very happy. I feel like you're also very resourceful. And it's time now for you to nurture yourself and those that you love. The ability to make anything more beautiful. Practical and wise advice. Okay, I feel like you're somebody that people come to and feel like they can share themselves with. You're a safe, responsible, accountable, grounded person. Okay, so that's beautiful. You've also reached a level of expertise. You are highly respected and honored. We have new beginnings, Archangel Jeremiah. Starting a new life, finding your purpose is what you're being asked to do. Number 20 represents like the Judgment card in traditional tarot. This is you forgiving and having a compassionate review of the past. So this is you not establishing any type of like attachments above and beyond what's already there to things that have happened that you have experienced. And it's okay for you to release these at this time. I feel like that's what you're being asked to do. You reclaiming your space, the boundaries, okay? Grounding your energy, seeing if there's any patterns or if there's any blockages so that you can truly move on and accept this new beginning that's coming in for you as a result of the things that you have accomplished. When you guys give, you also receive, right? This is you being open to receive, being resistant to change in some areas of your life potentially. Sometimes we have extremes in how you might save or spend your money. So you're being asked to kind of like think about how you relate to the currency of money and also the currency of energy, right? I feel like they're all kind of synonymous. I feel like as you receive energy back and forth, it also relates to how things transpire in your physical reality as it results to finances, stability, security. So making sure that like you are managing an equal balance between energy as well as your finances and things in your physical reality. I think that, you know, you've been through quite a bit. Like you're on the tail end of closing out a cycle here, right? As a result of that, you know, you've really had to manage your energy, right? And transmute energy. There was things that you had to learn that were in your reality that were a reflection of your internal value system that you were asked to clear, right? And to resolve patterns. It could even be ancestral patterns that you were called to heal in this lifetime. I'm getting that many of you were asked to kind of not accept other projections. I think there might have been a lot of energy that was sent your way that wasn't actually yours. And so you had to learn how to transmute that energy. Also understanding that like you're not allowing yourself to compare to others, right? And understanding your own value and worth as it stands on its own. I'm also getting that, you know, you getting in tune with your own energy, the Divine Mother, and connecting with your higher self as well as your spiritual team as it's being presented here as a spirit animal, which is a jaguar, a tiger. That might resonate with some of you. I feel like this is successful. This process in which you have done the shadow work on, because this is like an elemental empath self-love deck, oracle deck that I started out with. So I feel like this is recognizing your success and that you've done what you needed to do and you're being congratulated and it's time to move on to the next level. This is you establishing that stability, that security, that awareness, that understanding, not only energetically, but also in the physical realm. I'm getting that as a result of all of this hard work that you have done, like you are being granted a new opportunity, new beginning, starting a new life, a new chapter, a new cycle that is going to be aligned with your divine purpose. I'm also getting that right now you're being asked to focus on your foundation. We have the Queen of Cups. Okay, so we have the Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. So this is understanding, you being very understanding, very kind, very giving, very psychic. This is also asking for you to follow your heart, a love of home and family, and to trust the psychic information that you receive. Okay, so this is about also you learning to trust your divine guidance, your spidey senses. Yeah, and then we have the Star, the Lovers, and the High Priestess all coming out together as one pack. Okay, and then we have the Epiphany, which is the Hermit at the bottom of the deck. So the Star really talks about like a wish coming true. I feel like you may have been healing from commitments that taught you a lot, right? That kind of were a mirror for you to kind of do some inner work, some healing. And as a result, you did that healing. I feel like there's definitely an understanding now that you are a healer. You are a very powerful energy that's here to kind of like also be that mirror for other people, as well as, you know, you're very hopeful, positive. I feel like you've gained a new outlook on a life. I feel like you've learned to pour into your own cup instead of pouring out to everybody else and leaving your cup empty. I'm also getting that you're very creative. You're inspiring. You have some, you kind of give back. You have this kind of like spiritual, emotional openness. I feel like now you believe in yourself. The end of a difficult situation is here. I feel like you've closed out, like I said, a major cycle. I have the Lovers also. So this could be the wish that's coming in for you. Make choices from your heart. So the Lovers also represents choices. I'm also getting that you're focused on deep emotional commitments and the power of love. I feel like you have such a strong, loving, caring energy about you, especially with the Queen of Cups here. So I feel like you are, you know, the energy that you carry is unconditional love, right? And anyone who is in your energy benefits from that transaction, right? And I feel like you understood now that not everybody deserves to be in your energy. And sometimes that comes with some tough lessons and having strong boundaries. I feel like you had to learn some strong boundaries and to see people for who they are and where they are in the moment and not the possibilities, right? I'm also getting that, you know, you potentially have been wishing on, you know, a potential love match, right? I feel like this is something that you potentially feel is coming in for you, but it's not quite in your physical reality quite yet. I feel like this is something that is a dream come true, and they really are asking for you to believe in the impossible, okay? Because I also have the High Priestess here. So this is telling me that there's some very strong psychic, spiritual insight, powers, and energy here. I'm getting that, like, you know, you do a lot of reflection and meditation, and this also provides a lot of guidance for you. So I feel like trust what you receive as well. The High Priestess also represents, like, sometimes there's things that are unknown. And I feel like there's a lot of things that to the masses are unknown, but you know, I feel like you hold a lot of information that cannot be shared with just anybody. And therefore, another reason why you need to protect your energy and keep to yourself with the Hermit. All right. Joy through spiritual growth. Be a light to others. Answers that come through meditation. So this is some very strong, like, and then I have the Ace of Swords at the bottom of that card. So what I'm getting is, like, you know, the energy that you tap into, that you have access to, the wisdom, the knowledge, the spiritual understanding, and expertise that you carry now as a result of what you've experienced so far in this lifetime is very strong. And I feel like they want you to trust in the process, trust in the information that you receive, and to trust your path, okay? And to be at peace, okay? Because you know that you literally can get through anything at this point. I feel like it's about, like, trusting yourself, right? Above anything else, right? And I feel like you've learned some lessons about, like, when you don't trust yourself, right? I feel like there was a mirror effect, right? So I feel like you're being really guided to kind of, like, trust yourself, trust in the process, trust the divine, and, you know, be the light to others, right? Show them the way because you've been there and you've done that, right? This is you, you know, answers come to you through meditation. This is you understanding that, like, you know, you have this broader spiritual awareness that, you know, you may not have shown before, but now you can as a result of what you've experienced, okay? I feel like you learned a lot. And you might very much well be like a light worker here with the Ace of Swords. I feel like there's a new idea, new epiphany, new channeled download, or you just are like one of these warriors for Archangel Michael. Just a reminder to not, like, allow the bumps in the road to, like, hinder your progress. Like take those challenges on like a boss, right? I feel like ride the wave if there's emotions involved. Let the emotions happen. Don't fight the emotions. Don't repress them. Like, feel them and let them go. I feel like that's also part of, like, the process here, right? Is to, like, get grounded and go within, right? Understand whether it's for you or not, right? Is this energy for me? Is it even mine? And is there something I need to reflect on to see if there's something that is a pattern, or if there's something that's in my way that I need to clear? And then again, like, establishing those strong energetic boundaries. I feel like this is part of the process that they're asking for you to go through as you are going through these different challenges in life, okay? I feel like this is kind of like a 4-step process, okay? Because again, like you're like a super empath, so you pick up a lot of energy, you pick up a lot of information, and it's about using your discernment on whether it's yours or not, right? And if it's yours, then it's for you to use to grow through, right, and process. If it's not yours, they want you to establish a boundary and either transmute the energy, heal the energy, or send it back to sender, okay? So I feel like that's kind of the guidance that you're receiving here as we move through this reading here, okay? Yeah, so don't allow the bumps in the road to hinder your progress. Clear up communication problems with others, okay? So again, like that communication issue, I feel like you speaking up for yourself, right? You having your own sovereignty and authority is very important. Again, strong boundaries in the energetic realm as well as the physical realm. I'm also getting, you know, seeing things from a particular perspective is important, like from the bigger picture, and kind of like removing yourself from the situation. And again, going within and kind of like checking in with your higher self so that you can determine if you need to surrender any of this to the divine or if it's something for you to gain perspective on and insight. Okay, I feel like an outlook is always like taking that bigger picture approach is always for a good reason. Okay, very interesting. A Knight of Wands. This is you taking action with confidence, enthusiasm, courage, and charismatic energy. I feel like you're going to be called to take action soon. I feel like it's going to be towards some sort of passion project. I feel like you will instinctively know what to do, like using that high priestess energy, like, or high priest energy. This is you knowing like what to take action on, what not to take action on. Again, the strength card. So this really talks about like having grace through kindness, being confident, having forgiveness and understanding. We have 7 of Swords. So this really talks about like sometimes you need to understand that there's a better course of action to take. Sometimes you might need to partner with other people to make things happen. And just making sure that you're taking that step back to kind of look at all the details and see if you can work smarter, not harder. Okay, not everything do you need to take on alone. Okay, so it's like so if someone else is like really good at something and it's kind of like not your forte, like, does it, getting over the fact that like, you know, asking for help makes you seem weak or inferior, like it's okay to ask from help from other people and be open to receive it. Okay, that's also like this four of Pentacles, right? Like when you give, you also receive. So maybe there's some like bartering. Maybe there's some sort of like agreement that you might benefit from making. Like say, hey, if you do this for me, I'll do this for you, right? And there's that open exchange of energy. Because maybe there's something like you're not super good at and maybe somebody else is. And so it's kind of like, okay, well, I'm good at this and I could help you with this and maybe you can help me with that. So again, like being open to creative ways to solve something and being open for that and knowing that like you don't have to do everything by yourself. 6 of Cups. Embrace your inner child. This also could represent like you having fun and enjoying life. This also can represent your own children, your own family. This also can represent like you rekindling relationships with people or friends, making some new friends. This also refers to like your own childhood. I'm also getting like with the 7 of Swords and the 6 of Cups is, you know, if you have a family, there may be a dynamic in which you might need to ask for outside help from like a professional or a neutral party or something like that. And I think this is confirmation for any of you that this may apply. Use your discernment if this is for you, obviously, that this might, helpful resources are available. Just ask is also what I'm getting. And then we have the Seven of Wands. Stand up for what you believe in, have confidence, and claim your personal power. Yeah, so this is you standing up and defending and protecting, okay? This is you understanding that you are divinely protected as well, okay? And so are your children. Then we have the Two of Cups. Two hearts dedicated to creating something wonderful. Kindred spirits. Don't give up on those you love. Yeah, I feel like, you know, if you're dealing with any type of like family dynamic stuff going on right now, or even relationship related, maybe, you know, regarding your kids, I feel like, especially if there's like some sort of legality things going on with the swords, and then here's Judgment. So I don't know if there's some sort of like family dynamic, divorce dynamic, separation dynamic, or some sort of like, maybe you've got teenagers, or maybe you've got children that are needing assistance outside of services that you can provide or expertise. I just want you to know that that service, that support, those needs will be met, and you are protected while going through this process. Okay. And I feel like it could have something to do with a relationship. It could have something to do with a partnership. It could have something to do with just something new coming in for you, and this is protected. And I feel like there might be support coming in, okay? Like kindred spirit, don't give up on those you love. So again, like if you're dealing with something regarding your kids or your family dynamic, they're reinforcing the fact that you all are safe and protected, as well as don't give up. There's solutions, okay? This also could be like a some sort of like yeah, Eight of Wands. I feel like there's some sort of like partnership coming in for some of you. And this is coming in fast because this is like messages, action, like birds coming in. So that is like, you know, fast movement, communication, and activity. So a great deal of activity, sudden and immediate results, important communication. Yeah, I feel like there's going to be some sort of communication coming in, okay, that you might be anticipating. So for some of you, this could represent this dynamic, or this could represent help is on its way. This can also represent that, like, if you are kind of manifesting love, this could be coming in for you as well. Let's see what else this is going to tell us. Yeah, I just asked, said, is that what that is? And they said for some, yes. So yeah, just remember this is like a collective reading. So I'm going to pick up on a couple different vibes here, okay? This could also be a friend. This could be someone who, like, you can go and do like things together that you like to do, like maybe you like to paint, maybe you like to, you know, shop or whatever that is, go to museums. Like, I feel like this is also someone who, like, you feel like you've known a long time, that you can hang out with and have fun and be safe. Maybe somebody you're going to partner up with to accommodate something or accomplish something, some sort of passion project maybe. So what's coming in fast? What is this communication about? Eight of Pentacles. It's as a result of you really mastering yourself, mastering something at work, mastering something you do as a hobby or passion project. I feel like there's been a lot of effort spent towards something that you have been, you know, expecting results of, and I feel like this is a recognition of the hard work you've been putting in. I feel like you're also possibly being asked to kind of like see if you can take it up a notch, like receive extra training or education. Maybe you're in school, maybe you're taking some courses, maybe you're thinking about taking courses in the new year. You know, maybe it's something like you wanted to take some art classes, or maybe it's about a degree in order to receive a promotion. I feel like this is information coming. I'm also getting like this could be like promotion energy for some of you, or receiving a job that you have applied for. And I feel like, you know, this is going to be a step up for you. Maybe you're going to be doing new things that you haven't done before as a result of all the hard work that you've been putting in, or all the hard work that you have put in past jobs. So I'm getting like promotion energy. I'm getting, if you have left a job, a new job's coming in. I'm also getting like education and furthering your development. This is very personal development energy, okay? And realizing that you can overcome whatever limitations you think there might be. I feel like this is about you persevering past those things, if there were any, because that's kind of what eights talk about. And I feel like this is you being also recognized for the hard work, okay? What else is this Wands bringing in? The Eight of Wands. This Queen of Swords. You know exactly what to do. The benefit of expertise. So yeah, you've like gone through a learning process, whether it be personal development, professional development, whatever that is. I feel like you're being seen as someone with authority. So it's about, you know, the experience you've had, seeing that there was a benefit to it. I feel like you're being seen as very like brilliant in your field or your expertise. You're very self-reliant. You're very insightful, and you're very funny. A time for your career rather than relationships. So for some of you, this is about career. And some of you, it's about you just being in a place of authority, claiming your authority, owning your own authority, owning your own, like, speaking your truth, being your most authentic self. Yeah, and then we have the Ten of Pentacles. I feel like whatever you are working on, whatever level up you've experienced, it's going to result in generational wealth as well as legacy. I feel like this is going to bring in quite a bit of like stability and security that is going to benefit many more than you as a result of, like, this is something that is going to affect the trajectory of your future generations for some of you. There's so much to be grateful for. Financial success and the promise of retirement. A rich and rewarding family life. Yeah, so this is like really talking about, you know, that you have really, whatever you've been mastering, whatever you've been working towards, what you're being guided to is for your highest and greatest good. And it is a result of you living an abundant lifestyle, whatever that definition is for you. And I feel like there was a lot of things that you had to overcome. I feel like there was a lot of energy against this progress for you. And I feel like you persevered regardless. Like, you got to the pivotal point, that pivotal position, right? And you didn't let this energy that was being sent to you keep you off of your position. Like, it's almost like, if you think about like a military move, it's like you held the line, right? Like, this is, I mean, a lot of us have been dealing with some spiritual warfare stuff. And so this is like you holding the line, right? And being that stronghold, regardless of what is sent your way. Like, you're that stronghold. You are reliable, dependable. Like, no matter how many times you get knocked down, you get right back up. I feel like, you know, this is not your first rodeo, and, you know, you've mastered what you were called to master. And as a result of that, like, your spiritual authority is, again, with the High Priestess here, I feel like you're highly ranked, okay? And I feel like part of what you've experienced, for some of you who are in this High Priestess energy, It's helped you really like develop some strong spiritual gifts for the purpose of, again, like helping the divine, right? Like we're all here to help elevate humanity. And I feel like you've stepped into that position, right? And you hold the line, all right? And you hold the line so that you can help other people get into this position that they're being called to get into, right? We all have an opportunity to help humanity grow and evolve. And I feel like you are doing that, you have done that, and you are being rewarded for doing that. Keep up the good work. Yeah. And you understand that like whatever you've experienced to date, it had a purpose, right? I feel like you in this season right now, right before like the in between, it's kind of like the void energy. You're releasing any regret. You've embraced the opportunities for growth and development and for the happiness, and you see things you know, with a higher perspective in mind, and you search for the silver lining in things. Like you don't focus on the negative, you focus on the positive. Again, that's transmutation of energy. Okay, that's alchemy. Okay, turning something that was sour into something sweet. And if you're guiding other people to do that, then yeah, that's amazing. Most things that we experience are for our highest and greatest good and to make us stronger, better people and to have compassion for one another, because that's how we connect with each other. We connect with each other through our experiences, our traumas, our pain, emotion, our happiness, our laughter, our gratefulness. Like that's how we connect. And so the blessing of being here on earth and having this experience is those emotions that we go through. And it's such a spectrum. So embracing all the emotions that you feel, okay? Yeah, let me have the moon card. Yeah, this is about emotions as well. You know, the moon highlights things that may be in the shadows, right? And things that are unseen or unaware of, or the subconscious mind. The moon talks about, you know, this is goddess energy, feminine energy. So that's beautiful. This is an opportunity for you to maybe improve some plans that you have kind of outliers. Again, reinforcing that you listen to your intuition for the guidance, okay, as you move through certain things in your life and where you're being called to make some decisions, and not to let the fears have any kind of grip. Okay, so facing your fears and just growing stronger through it all, right? And kind of going with the flow, following the cycles of the moon, and being in touch with yourself is kind of like what's going to bring anything out of the shadow into the light for you to have awareness and understanding and for you to move through, okay? Let me have Ten of Swords. There's a situation that has ended and you're finally free from this. Okay, so this is like bringing in new opportunities because something has completed, right? And so when that happens, happiness is sure to follow. So this is, again, like leaving the past behind and moving forward, right? With all the new information that you have gained as part of the process. Taking a bow and accepting things for how they are, what they are. It is what it is, and letting it be. Ace of Cups. So yeah, because this is like something had to end so something better could come in. I know I say this all the time. A positive new emotional experience, fulfilling romantic relationships, deep and lasting spiritual insights. So this is what's coming in. This is because of you allowed something that no longer needed to be repeated or experienced because you learned what you needed to learn and you let this close out. So now you can experience all these beautiful new things, new people, new insights, new experiences, new job, new friends, new love, new passion projects, and just like you're on another level now as a result of you letting things go that weren't for you anymore, right? You're like, I no longer need this old pair of tennis shoes. Like they're ripped, they're dirty, and they have a hole in the bottom. Like we don't need to hold on to those things anymore. It's like cleaning out that closet. Okay? So good for you. Cleaning up that closet. Four of Wands. Yeah, this is like new, like we were just talking about, you know, new, deep and lasting spiritual insights and fulfilling romantic relationships. And then we have the Four of Wands. All right. This is like an amazing, beautiful, loving, caring, sweet celebration in a beautiful setting. Potential commitment here. There's a new commitment coming in. Time for celebration. Abundant rewards for hard work. Okay? Yeah, releasing yourself from any burdens that no longer carry any weight and that aren't even yours to begin with. Right? Like these burdens are not yours. They are somebody else's at this point. Like you learned what you needed to learn. You felt all the emotions on that spectrum. You processed the pain and you healed from it and you learned the lesson out of it. And now it's time to lay those burdens down and say, okay, like I understand, I graduated, and now it's time to enjoy your life because there's so many wonderful new things to experience. Yeah, again, Three of Swords. All right, Three of Michael is how they call it in this deck. This is you releasing the past heartache and the pain and whatever shit show you experienced, and this understanding of that, like, time heals all wounds. Okay, and I feel like whatever new relationship you might be getting into, if that is in alignment for you, I feel like this energy, you're gonna realize why this didn't work out. You're gonna be like, holy shit, like what was I settling for? Like what was wrong with me? Because this is gonna be magical. Okay, and this is deserving. Okay, this is as a result of you understanding that you did deserve better. You deserved better the whole frickin' time. You accepted less than you deserved, and now you know why you had to experience that, because you didn't have the value and worth that you need in order to be in this energy, right? Because you were meant to co-create with this energy, okay? With the divine, okay? You had a special mission here. You had to learn certain things. You graduated from the school of, I don't know, a light worker initiation, whatever you want to call it. Doesn't even have to be that. But I'm just saying, like, you got the certificate, you got the diploma, you got the degree, you got the certification. All right. Job well done. Time to move on. Job well done. And again, like, this also can be like maybe when you're with this new person, the past resurfaces, but you're already with somebody new who fulfills your needs. So why would you go back to the past? You've released it already. So for some of you, this past energy might try to return once they see you in entertaining somebody new. Because sometimes they energetically pick up on that. And then I have the Tower, yeah. Is this in the upright? Yeah. Because, right, this person, this past energy, they're experiencing a tower at this time. So they're being forced to change their life. They're having like a major revelation, and they are understanding now who you truly were in their life, and they regret not winning. All right, let's be clear. Because their intentions were not pure, and you understood this, and now you have the proof is in the pudding. Okay, if they wanted to, they would. Okay, and so you're embracing your freedom from this energy. You broke free from any kind of like holding on to this and thinking that they're going to come back and that they're going to be right this time. Like, you've released any of that. You've broken free from any kind of like procrastination towards things. If this isn't love and this is friend or work or whatever that is, I feel like, you know, this person, this past energy is being asked to like embrace the opportunity that this lesson brings to them, for an opportunity to change their own life and how they operate and how they feel. Maybe there's some healing that needs to happen that this past energy is being asked to do, because that is the Tower. So I feel like there's a lot of like false pride and some ego and greed, and they're in for like a rude awakening, and they're probably going through some sort of like epiphany, truth, revelation, and they're being asked to either, you know, accept what they're going to experience because it is for the purpose of like a radical transformation, maybe a dark night of the soul or an ego death, is as a result often in following a tower moment. So understand that, you know, as possible. Three of Wands here. So this is really embarking on that new journey, that new path, embracing the changes, and understanding that like prosperity arises when we plan wisely. Okay, so taking time to plan things out, think things through, go within, get the guidance. What is the best, most opportune way of handling something in order to take the next step? Being optimistic that the plans will turn out as expected. So this is having that positive outlook on life, that all things will be as they will be for the highest and greatest good of all. And so it is. We have the King of Swords, okay? So this is someone who energetically is very principled, very rational, ambitious, and very respected and has authority, okay? This is someone, again, energetically that's very, like, has a lot of wisdom. They're very objective, and these are the things that you're being asked to put value on at this time, is like using your wisdom, using your logic, being objective, right? And having strong integrity. This could be you or somebody else. But I believe that there is a situation that calls for honest and open communication. So it could be as it relates to this past energy here. It doesn't have to be though. I feel like I have my cards messed up here. I do. So it could be, you know, this past energy, but I feel like this is you establishing, like, again, using those strong boundaries, okay, and understanding that, like, you've already moved on. You've already made a decision to move on from all of this. And that, you know, if you do need to be honest and open regarding communication, that you do so, because you are in your most authentic self. And we have a Queen and King of Swords here as well. This also could be somebody that you might be attracting into your reality, because if you're in the Queen of Swords energy, then this would be a divine pair for you. So yeah, and then we have the Hierophant here. So this really talks about like spiritual teacher, education. This could be you speaking, working with this King of Swords, the Queen and King of Swords, being those communicators, being those teachers, spreading of information. Again, like, you may be called to share your channeled energy as a way of like a situation that calls for honest and open communication. Again, like, there's a lot of like insightful spiritual authority energy here, specifically with the Hierophant coming out next. So I feel like you might be sharing your wisdom and knowledge. The two of you might like partner up. This could be like a business collaboration, or this could be like a divine partnership. This could be a career change as well. With the Hierophant, this really talks about like the search for the meaning of life, and considering like there's more than one way to do life, right? And I feel like our humanity has been experiencing, I mean, we all kind of create our own way of doing life, but I feel like there's been a lot of repression. And so I feel like you might be someone who brings a different view or perspective to things, and you might be sharing this with the King and Queen of Swords. Again, like considering an alternative approach to the meaning of life and sharing that wisdom, sharing that knowledge. And the fact that like you might be learning from others who also are in this kind of position or mindset. Because it also says like surround yourself with wise teachers and friends. So this could be like you learning from others and sharing it so others can learn from you, as part of like this King and Queen of Swords energy. So it's like kind of like sharing what you've learned, right? Like, yeah, this is again like King of Swords. I mean, King of Wands. This energy is very generous, inspirational, dramatic, and driven. Okay, so I feel like, yeah, with the Hierophant here, I feel like you're being asked to keep your eyes on the big picture, leave the details to others. I feel like there's going to be certain things that you are not going to have to do anymore because there will be assistance or other people to do it. And there's certain things that you're being asked to focus on. And your experience is going to lead to success. I feel like you do have this genuine concern for others, and maybe this King of Wands does. I feel like there's a masculine energy coming in if you're a feminine, and then vice versa if you are a masculine watching this. I'm getting that the energy that this is bringing to the table is that it's very generous, inspirational, very kind of dramatic, and very driven. So I feel like this is like inspired action. I feel like, if anything, like with the surround yourself with wise teachers and friends, I feel like this is that it's like you're going to come across like a new group of people in which they also are very driven, very motivated, very inspirational. And I feel like this is going to be an opportunity for you all to kind of like collaborate with each other in some way, shape, or form. This could be a friend. This could be a partner that comes in for you, whether it's like in a collaboration setting, a work setting, career setting, a boss maybe, a friend at work, or this could be a partnership, like a divine partner for some of you. This can also be like what the divine is asking for you all to do as the King and Queen of Swords, right? Is to share that wisdom, to be generous, which would be sharing, to be inspirational, right? To share from the bigger picture, right? And sharing your experiences because it has led you to success. So it's kind of like sharing your story, telling your truth to inspire others, right? To help them on their path and journey. I feel like the King and Queen of Swords with divine guidance is kind of what this purpose is here, like a soul's purpose. So I don't know if that resonates for some of you guys. I'm gonna get a couple more cards and we're gonna end the reading. This is a long one. Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, this is talking about like the things that you have planted are now blooming into a beautiful garden. And you've invested your energy wisely. What you have planted, the seeds, and watered, catered to, helped grow, it has paid off. And you've been very patient, and I feel like it's time for your harvest and for you to review your progress and to make plans for your next endeavor. Okay, and again, like there's two people here. So I'm getting like that's kind of what's coming in, is that there's some new endeavor coming in that is going to require you to be in this energy here with this other person. Okay, to help inspire and guide other people in whatever way that is. That could be at work, that could be, you know, outside of work. Maybe you have some hobbies, some passions, whatever that might be for you. But some of you, this is like a very strong spiritual position you're being asked to step into for some of you, not all of you. Some of these are a bit varied. You know, again, collective reading. Ten of Wands. This was waiting to come out. Ask your angels for helpful people. So if you are embarking on something new and you don't have all the expertise, pray about it. Ask for people who are experts or know more than you do in the field in which you do need help. Ask for the helpful people to help lighten your load. And just remember, like, you need balance and to not work too many hours, and try not to overgive to other people, because you need this energy for yourself and for your endeavors, and there needs to be balance. And when we're talking about Ten of Wands, this really talks about like you're like down and out, you're overwhelmed, you're stressed, and it's self-inflicted. So this is you being resourceful, knowing when like someone can do it better than you and being okay with that and letting them do it. Okay, not everything do you need to do by yourself. We got that message earlier. It's okay to ask for help. So ask for help when you're feeling like you are overwhelmed, or if you need help with something specific because you're not the expert. Okay, there's something for everybody. Just remember that. Like, there's something for everybody. There's enough to go around. I keep hearing that. There's enough to go around. Okay? And if it's not for you, you will know. You will legit know it's not for you. And at that time, it's time to pull back, reassess, and figure out what the next direction is. Because clearly the one direction you were going was not the best way to go. There's like one card that they want to bring out to end this. Yeah, Three of Pentacles. I've been picking up on this collaboration energy big time. Do what you love. Like, the things that you love that come easy to you, that you feel like, you know, there's no time associated with it. Like, for instance, like when I'm doing readings, I just looked at the clock and it's already been 50 minutes, okay? There's no time. Like, when I'm doing readings and sharing this an experience with you, like there's no time that, you know, it's just so much fun. I love it. This is about you having a great personal growth in your career or your artistic endeavors. Okay. So this is like doing what you love. If you love painting, paint. If you love singing, sing. If you love playing the guitar, play the guitar. If you love tarot cards and sharing divine guidance, do that. And so you're being guided to kind of follow those passions, follow the things that you love, and work with others in a cooperative manner. And, you know, again, like the power of 3. All right. So there's something that you're being called to do, to work with others on, to share what you enjoy, what you love, what fires you up. And I'm getting that this is like going to be divinely guided. Okay. So this is you kind of like, again, like if you remember like when you were a kid and you might have said like, oh, what do you want to be when you grow up? And you said da 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 da. And you know, you haven't been able to do that. And maybe now you're reassessing your professional life, saying, you know what, like I'm not really passionate about what I chose to do for the past 25 years. Maybe I need to rethink this and maybe do something I love to do. Bingo, that's what this is. Okay, start small, start it on the side. Start to kind of test things out, what works, what doesn't work. There's a lot of different ways in which to do something. So kind of check in, you know, failure is what brings in success, right? I feel like we all have this like fear of failure, but here's the thing, like that's the best way to learn is when something doesn't work, right? Sometimes we have to go through multiple different ways in which to do something to figure out what the best way is, right? And the only way to figure out what the best way is to try them all. So don't be afraid to try and fail. Okay. It's about the journey, not so much the destination. There's no like perfection or, you know, like everyone's definition of success is different. Right. And so what is success for you? What does that look like? What does happiness look for you? Right. And determining like, what's that middle ground, right? And just allowing yourself to be free, right? And to flow with the waters of life, being creative and expressing yourself and being your most authentic self. And, you know, just be you, right? Sometimes it's just about being you. You don't need to be anybody else. You're not in competition with anybody else. Your superpower is all of you, and recognizing that. I think a lot of us have had to recognize that within ourselves, that we are exactly who we need to be. And when we try to be something that's not us, or if we try to our energy to be siphoned from somebody else or take on someone else's projections, that is not why we're here. And so we have to be in our sovereignty, okay? And letting things go that no longer serve us. So we're embarking on a new year. So get those affirmations, right? Please work on what you want to experience in this next cycle of your life, right? Because you are the creator of your own reality. So what are you going to be creating? Talk to you later. Have a good day.